sincere intentions. This instinct is my strong conviction.
So for today's episode of White Trash Guide to Buffets Across the Country, we're going to do another little Chinese joint. This is a new location for me. I've never been here before, so I'm really excited. And especially since it's a Chinese place. The name of the place is Star Buffet. It's a Chinese and seafood sushi buffet. Recommended to me by my friend and his wife, who are going to join me on today's expedition. And since it's, the first time I'm having guests on the White Trash Guide to Buffets Across the Country, I figured I'd wear a special shirt. So let me zoom back out here so you could get a hint of this shirt. Oh, wait, the bird's nest is in the way? What is this? I beat anorexia. And you better believe I did, because I'm a fat man and I like to eat. So, let's look out the car window while I'm waiting for my friend to show up, and we'll see the joint here. Hold on, let's do the little swappy swap on. See, there you go, Star Buffet, and see it says over there, Chinese buffet seafood sushi. So, how do you go wrong with that? I don't know. You don't go wrong with Chinese food. I should have been born Asian. Look at how my eyes look like they always closed. Looks like I'm sleeping half the time, but I'm wide awake. You hear me? Look, maybe it's because I got fat and my forehead got fat and is weighing down my eyebrow. See, look at that. Look at that. I'll pull that back. See, I can see. Maybe I just need a fat reduction on my forehead or something, or maybe a facelift or something, because I'm getting old. That's how I'm getting old. So you young folks out there, it's overrated, but buffets aren't. And let me tell you, they're a good thing. All right, so we're here, and I met up with my friend and his wife, and they taught me how to use my freaking smartphone. Now I don't feel so stupid anymore. But anyway, that'll have to be the next go-around. So let's look at this food here. All right, so let's dig into this. Somebody's actually going to watch this. That's the sad thing. Somebody is going to have like a fat man eating fetish, and they're going to watch this shit. Get some soy sauce.
Oh, yeah. If I can get 126 people to watch me draw, you could definitely get people to watch you eat.
I saw Kevin Smith. He's been having a podcast for 10 years, him and his douchebag friend Moser, or whatever his name is. And everybody wants to watch him. They want a vodcast. So he finally started doing this. Facebook Live crap, and everybody's like, "Y'all should do y'all podcast video style." And he goes, "What? Somebody's gonna watch a fat man talk to his friend?" So, and he's got Kevin Smith, he's famous, but he's got something like 5,000 people watching him talk to his friend. It's ridiculous. So somebody is gonna watch a fat man eat. Mm-hmm. And look at this sushi. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Check this out, y'all. This shit looks like a finger sandwich. I mean, come on. Let's see what it is. I don't even know what the hell this is, but we're going to try it. Not bad. So what you been up to, man?
Drawing my ass off, getting portfolio stuff ready.
Getting
My book, my stuff ready, getting the storyboards hashed out and whatnot. Not storyboard, script.
Oh, so you planning on putting out your own book or something? You doing it digital, or are you trying to get it published?
I'll publish it myself. I have money for it, so. I'm getting all the character turnarounds done, just in case somebody finds it interesting.
Right.
You know, I get a publisher who goes, oh, well, that's a really interesting story. I'll go ahead and print your first 1,500 copies, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Right on.
I have a character turn around. I have my first character. You see that one Betty Page drawing I did?
Mm-hmm.
That's my character that's in the book. It's like a book on monsters.
Cool beans. I mean, if what's his name? What's that guy that Dave's got a hard on for? Eric Powell. If he could do it, I mean, why can't you?
Yeah. Eric. Also, Eric Powell is amazing too.
You know, but I mean, I think you're just as every bit as talented as he is. I mean,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's it. This is some kind of, I don't know what the hell. Let's see what that is. It looks like almost like a tiger roll, but it's not. It's got some kind of fish and spicy mayonnaise and sriracha on it, so ain't bad. It's got some kind of fish in it for sure. Going out of order. I usually eat my seaweed salad first. I mean, this is going to be my new favorite joint. I mean, because I usually go to China Bear.
Yeah.
That big place on 45 and Air Tax.
Mm-hmm.
And their cooked food is good, but their sushi sucks. The place on 1960 that I usually go, the other place I usually go to, East Buffet, they got good sushi, good Mongolian grill, shitty cooked food. So far, they got good sushi so far. So,
their cold food here, that's why we like coming here a lot, because their cold food, like spring rolls, and the sushi's really good. And they got certain, like that barbecue chicken, that chicken on the stick.
There's pepper chicken too.
And the chicken is really good.
yeah, like at
Unsweet.
East Buffet, I just went there 2 days ago. And yes, by the way, this is my third buffet in 3 days. So,
Where you are doing a video blog on buffets, so.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about, remember the fast food documentary where he had to eat McDonald's every day? And
Oh, you're talking about the Michael Moore? Yeah.
yeah, the guy that ate McDonald's for a month and
It was
gained
supposed
something
to be
like.
a month, but he had to cut it short
Yeah.
because they're like, your liver.
Yeah, it was called Super Size Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good documentary.
But his food choices aren't McDonald's. You see what he's
No,
eating.
I'm just saying. He was like, well, you are doing a documentary on it.
Like the fried fish. It's good.
Yeah, East Buffet there. Like I said, their sushi's good. Their Mongolian grill's good. I mean, you pick your protein and your vegetables and they cook it. The only thing they could do is either under or overcook it. So I mean, only if it sucks, flavor-wise, the only person you got to blame is yourself. But like, I've had their. I mean, how do you screw up General Style chicken? I mean, the sauce was watery and it didn't taste like General Tso's chicken. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with your cooked food. I just go there for sushi and Mongolian grill. But the other day, I braved their cooked food just so I could rate it more again. But so far, I mean, they've got eel rolls here. I mean, how do you go wrong with eel rolls on a buffet?
I was going to see what David was doing, but I forgot to get work.
Need a beard bib.
I usually, a lot of times, Since I've been doing this, I'll catch it and pick it out and joke around, eat it or whatever, you know. But usually I'll tuck it in my shirt.
And I had to trim it up because, like how yours gets longer, that should drive me crazy. Like I had to have it even.
Right? The thing that drives me crazy is when my mustache gets long. And I chew on the mustache. And
I almost got it, Corey, so I could do this.
do
all the way up.
the handlebars, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to do that, but this side grew longer than this side.
We just keep it trimming it.
Yeah, I was going to trim it
So
up, but I'm waiting for this one to get nice and thick and long, so the handlebar stays up because I did it before. And
Well,
it
you
just
need
went back down.
you need to put product in it.
Yeah,
He does.
she bought me
He
some of
does
the wax and stuff, and then my buddy made me some nutrients that are supposed to go on your skin because it gets really dry. And they made some of that beard butter. They put it in there because I was like,
I get that. What do you use?
it's just shea butter, and
Your beard oil thing is,
no, I'm talking about the stuff that Devin made me. It's shea butter, coconut oil.
So it's almost like a condition.
The tea tree is the ingredient that keeps your skin from drying out because with the hair being on your face,
it's an antifungal.
yeah, it's an antifungal. The fungus and stuff that builds up on your skin, it just gets in there and starts itching. So mine doesn't itch anymore. I just put it on there.
It's like a dandruff control.
Right? Put a little head and shoulders on my beard.
But
I just
Same
use
thing.
regular shampoo and
if you
conditioner.
want some, the next time he makes me some more, I'll tell him to make some extra and I'll put some in some container for you. Just don't put it on your beard because it just makes your beard super shiny. Just put it, finger it in on your skin. Yeah, finger it.
Yeah,
Sorry, babe.
finger your face.
Made a beard oil.
So I
too
told
that
her,
he uses.
like, we were in the car, and I was like, yeah, just telling her a little bit about you. I was like, yeah, Corey's like a conservative type dude. And she thought, she thought I meant like
See how I
conservative,
could've
like,
misunderstood that, right?
like, she thought I meant like you were like watching your P's and Q's
No,
and like you're very proper. And I was like,
far
no,
from that.
I was like, he's
You
like
didn't tell me you
a
meant
like
politically.
gun conservative, like pro-gun, like that kind of like political type
Right.
stuff. And she's like,
So
oh,
what do you
okay.
think conservative? Because I was like, how is he your friend?
There's nothing.
Corey and I
conservative
agreed
about
on a lot of stuff, and I was like, that's what I should have said.
There's no filter on me. I say what I want to say when I want to say it, and I don't care. You know, if I'm friends with you and I offend you, I'll apologize after. Not until after I rib you for a while, but
Whenever David answers the phone with him, he's like, "What's up, you soulless ginger?" Because the last time he was in the shop, who is that little Michael?
have you seen him lately?
Yeah.
I seen a picture of him on Facebook. He cut himself a mohawk. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
come
all
on.
crooked.
I'm like, dude, I don't know if you got a job,
We were doing that. Whatever I walked into the shop on Sunday. It was David's last day. Michael walked in. I was like, "Dude, your mohawk's crooked." He's like, "No, it's not." I was like, "Dude, your mohawk is crooked." He's like, "No, it's not." And he just like, and it's like, I was like, "Man, how do you mess?" Never mind. I'm not gonna ask you to mess it up. I understand.
You had so many messers up and you paid them to do it.
But
The mohawk. Well, the mohawk. It was a while back.
Yeah, I haven't done a mohawk since I was like 12. I mean,
I was gonna.
and Michael's like, what, 24, 25 years old? I mean, come on, grow
I
up.
had
kid.
my, I had my mohawk when I was like 30. So,
Yeah, he did.
but I had
And
piercings
it was
all on my
rainbow
face.
colors.
Like Michael's not about that life. Like,
Yeah, if you're in that lifestyle, yeah, but
but
We're talking about Michael.
he's into like death metal and stuff like that. But he seems more like a dreadlock dude to me. Like, 'cause he likes like Sepultura, Soulfly.
he means well, but he's a weird dude.
We were making fun of him and Charlie because him and Charlie started crying because that was the last day there. I was like, we're not going anywhere. This isn't a funeral. Like, David said he's going to try to put on his own show. Like, he's already getting contacting people about having a guest list. Like, but you see what happened to Marvelous? Like, the Marvelous show up in Dallas? They had Stan Lee and then, like, Bleeding Cool and a bunch of people wrote reviews about it. And then it said not even Stan Lee could save the Marvelous Con.
Wow.
Tables were expensive too.
For a first year show.
Did y'all do it or
No,
not?
we were like, it's so expensive for a first year show.
What
we
did they?
don't even know
What did
what's
they?
gonna do.
What did they
500
want?
for a artist table.
Wow, that's
and vendor
usually like
spot.
what, 250 or so?
175 for
Really?
a first year. Like,
Well, for a big show like that, I would say 250.
Yeah,
But 200,
250.
like Alamo City, the first year was 200.
the first year was 150. The next year was
It was 200 the first year we went, and then it was 250.
300. Well, now we get them.
It's 250 again.
Well, we get them at a discounted rate because Apple.
No, well,
I just read
You
they're
didn't
not,
this year, but
yeah.
they're not
Because you bought
doing
yours.
they're not doing Amazing Con this year.
no, it's
Yeah,
done. They said Phoenix. Arizona. Yeah, Arizona.
Arizona and here are done.
Yeah, they're done. So David, I told David, I was
It was
like, man,
pretty slow anyway.
if you're trying to fill the whole, you put some cookies.
Not sure what the hell this is, but it looks good. It's got avocado and
It's got sesame seed on it.
it's got sesame seed. It's got
Got some of the crab with the.
Be right back. I'm gonna grab some more
seasoning.
fish and chicken. Be right back.
no, it's with,
What is it?
the
Calamari
egg.
eggs.
No,
yeah.
that's the fish eggs and it's like it's got seaweed in it. I don't know, but I'm gonna eat it.
That looks like a 2-bite item there.
Not for a fat man.
I like eating them with the ginger. It just makes it nice.
Well,
But let's see.
I've been eating sushi since I was about 13, 14 years old, when there was one place in New Orleans. Now there's a sushi restaurant on every corner, you know? It's like,
Yeah, you can buy it at Kroger's.
yeah. But the traditional way to eat sushi is, it's disrespectful to put more wasabi on stuff, but you know what? If I like wasabi, you know I'm going to eat it. And you use the ginger after, when you switch things and
It
drink some water,
cleans the
cleanse your
palate.
palate, yeah.
That's why I like it.
Oh shit, I can't be talking about this. That's almost sophistication. I'm white trash. Don't listen to the word I just said. I don't know how to eat sushi. I'm
He's
fucking white
talking about
trash.
the proper way to eat sushi. He said cleanse your palate.
Cleanse your palate with some Sprite. I'm sorry, Coke Zero. Or, no. You're at a buffet. You cleanse your palate with some Diet Pepsi.
And if they got Kool-Aid, even better. Man, speaking of restaurants that serve freaking Kool-Aid,
What?
have y'all ever heard of a place called Big Belly Burgers?
Yes, I've never went there though.
I've been there. It's on Scott Street.
Yeah.
I found it I was looking for.
Is it the one that's underneath the freeway? No, never mind. Then I don't know what you're talking about.
It's south of It's south of 610,
Okay.
and it's about a mile south of 610 on Scott Street, and I think it's Scott Street. Yeah,
I used to live off of Scott.
and it's in the hood.
Yeah. That's where Scott. Near U of H, kind of. So.
Yeah, and
Okay. I'm good.
And the way I found it was I was looking for the logo for Flash's Big Belly Burgers because I was going to make a shirt. And I just typed in Big Belly Burgers, and that's what came up first because I guess Google goes by your location, the closest thing to you with that particular name or what have you. So that came up. I was like, dude, it's a real place. And it's not the place from Flash, obviously. But anyway, they make these amazing hamburgers, but they serve Kool-Aid. And it's in the hood, and it's run by a bunch of black people, and it's like when you order, you pay an order for your food at the window, and then they call your name, and they yell at you like, "You heard me call your name!" It's straight hood. It's straight hood. But, dude, they make some of the most amazing hamburgers freaking
That sounds
ever.
awesome.
But yeah, they serve Kool-Aid, and when I was in there, I was like, "Yeah, give me some of that purple ghetto juice."
That's perfect. I'm sure that would do it with Devin was different.
Oh my gosh. I know you're going to take them there now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I used to live right there off of Scott McGregor, right by the hospital.
She was going to U of H, and she told me she left off with Scott McGregor. I was like, where?
You lived in the hood?
Because I lived in Beaumont when she was going to college, and I didn't know her. But every time we'd have anything we needed to hustle between Beaumont and Houston, we'd drop it off at Scott and McGregor. Like, that's where we met at. And she told me she lived off Scott and McGregor, and I was like, what were y'all doing? Why were y'all living there?
For our apartment was it had a security system, and if anything happened, we were crawling distance from the hospital. Because it was I don't know the name of the hospital, but it was
Is that
shared a
Ben
parking
Cobb?
lot. It's not Ben Taub, but I think it's a satellite of Ben Taub, because when I entered Ben Taub on my GPS, it took me to that hospital. Wrong hospital.
I'm laughing so hard in my head. I was like, oh my gosh. You're like, you got more street credit than I do.
That was back when Hurricane Allison hit, though. Not Tropical Storm Allison. We had all that flooding. It was like,
That was about like 10 years
15
ago.
years ago.
15 yeah, about 15 years ago.
yeah, that's when I lived there.
Because at the time, I was dating my now ex-wife. I was still living in New Orleans, and I got stuck here. I was up here for the weekend, and Allison hit, and I got stuck up here. I remember that. Had to drive her ass to work. She worked on...
How's your boy doing?
He's doing good. Doing real good. I had him for Christmas.
Oh, awesome.
Is he here in Houston?
This man, one quality I can point out, he loves his fucking son. Like,
Wasn't it the one that you did the stuff for, the bedroom? His name or something?
I don't know. You do a lot of the comic books for your kid, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I've never talked about his kid
Well, I
other
know,
than now.
I remember, I think the kid's name was, we did a Batman.
Oh, you're talking about that. He lives up in Seattle.
Oh,
My buddy Corey, we call him Biebs because he's a Justin Bieber fan. And like, this is when he was a kid, so like, but he named himself when he was a kid, the Biebs. And his name on PlayStation 4 is still the Biebs. He refuses to let it go. He's like, it was a phase. He's like, you and your upside down visor, you shut your mouth.
yeah, upside down crooked visor.
Upside down crooked. Now you're just throwing words and there was never crooked.
You had one where it was like this.
No, it was upside down and backwards. That's when my dad would lose his mind. Like, what the hell is the point of that? And I was like, because fucking nuts. Because he hated it when I wore my hats backwards.
See, I don't mind backwards hats. It's the sideways hats. And leaving the sticker on your hat. What do you think you're going to do? Return that son of a bitch?
I leave the stickers on my hat.
Yeah, he does.
And then here's the
Yeah,
other.
I collect my hats too. So.
Right. Well, I mean, if you collect them and you're not going to wear them, yeah, but to wear them and still have that, no, that's...
No, he wears them with a sticker.
Now I'm going to wear them with the sticker around and this is driving me crazy.
It's not like a price tag.
You know the
sticker,
thing
it's
that-
just
No,
like
no,
a
no, no,
sticker
no.
of the
Yeah, the
brand.
sticker, the brand, or
Yeah.
the size, or whatever.
I was
man,
the
that
size
drives me nuts.
5950 has the sticker that's on the top, and then Funko puts that silver sticker inside the lip. And I leave those on there, but the Funko ones I don't wear because they're just the ones you get out of the collector's core boxes, and they have those big heads on them.
The thing that used to get me too, when living in Louisiana, I don't know if it was a Texas thing or not, but motherfuckers put the fish up on their hat brim. Like, what the hell?
Like they were always fishing or something.
Yeah, like, oh, like you're gonna need a hook for something. Oh, I got my hook. Fuck you, you retards.
It's a waste of a good. I hated
You
it.
never know if there's good alligator around.
But when I grew up playing baseball, right? We never rolled our hats. Like when we got our baseball caps, we never rolled them. They stayed flat.
No, see, we put ours in our back pocket.
That's
bend them up.
where the roll came from. And then people started rolling their hats, and even when I was in the military, I never rolled my hat. I always left the bill hat, and then
I hate not having it rolled. I hate it. I have to
like when I got to Korea, my NCO was like screaming at me. He's like, "You need to roll that front of that hat." And then my first sergeant photo was like, "What's wrong with this hat?" He's like, "It's flat. It's not supposed to be flat." He's like, That's how regulation. That's how it gets issued to you. It's flat." He's like, "But that's not." And like he was like sitting there talking to he thought it was a casual conversation. First Sergeant Fuller was like, "He has no casual conversations when he's telling you what the guidelines and regulations are." Because he was a drill sergeant for her.
Yeah.
And when she was at AIT, so became our first sergeant when we were in Korea. And I'm sitting there, and I'm with him and the commander, and he's sitting there drilling this new staff sergeant who just came in. And he's like, if you got a problem with it, you're from the country. I know you are because you roll your hat.
Guys.
No. And he's sitting there drilling the staff sergeant, and I'm sitting there laughing. And he's like, first sergeant, look at the formation. Everybody has their hat rolled. And he goes, well, everybody else is wrong, and Rodriguez is right. What do you want me to do? You want me to tell everybody to go buy a new hat? He's like, negative, first sergeant. He's like, you didn't leave my soldier alone. Because I was his driver and the commander's driver, which I knew what they called me the commander's bitch because I was driving the commander around. And I was like, you can talk all the shit you want.
Just because you were too stupid to get a cush job, go fuck yourself.
And then when they put me back online, their top Romeo couldn't get his communication system to link up with another one. My first day back online in the field, walk into the shelter and look at the shelter, switch some things up, and I told him to link up. I told the other shelter, it was in screaming distance, I was like, link up. Link up. And Sergeant Crawford was outside, and he was like, looked at Sergeant Studervant, he looked at Anderson, he's like, y'all talk all this about this man here? When he came in, just ain't been in the shelter in 6 months. And he just fixed it. I was like, what do you think I was doing in the office, Sergeant Crawford? He's like, I was reading all the manuals. I knew I had to come back out here. I was like, I like my cushy job. I like sitting up there. I like my pressed uniform staying pressed all day. I like that shit. He's like, I ain't mad at you. I was a drill sergeant. I love being a drill sergeant. So when I had to go to the field, I hate that shit.
Well, that was round one. Now we're going for round two. So let's pause this and we'll be right back.
Climbing on top of each other.
There's round two. A whole hodgepodge of chicken, beef, and spicy pork. But what I found interesting is they do kung pao chicken without peanuts, but they put in zucchini. So that's going to be interesting. I like zucchini, so hey, don't fuck it up. But yeah, kung pao chicken, no peanuts. Go figure.
Chicken, primary ingredient is peanuts.
Well, the peanuts add no flavor to it. They get like a roasty taste. With that shit.
Yeah, it's more of a texture thing, I think, because I mean it's not even like a boiled peanut or a roasted peanut. It's just they just throw a peanut in there. You know?
Boiled peanuts smell disgusting, but they taste great. Which is weird because usually your tongue is only telling you whether it's bitter or sour, and you're smelling it, and that's what gives you flavor.
We could like get some dessert or some fruit.
Do it. This is it for me, right?
Well, I have that picture of two people standing on top of each other to reaching up as high as he could to fix whatever they forgot. Like I think it was
They
the
forgot
plug
to
in the
attach the
cable.
cable, yeah. There's a number because we have the fastest uptime for our system. You have 15 minutes to put your system up, and we did it in like 5. Because my commander came out there. He's like, "How did you do it in 5 minutes?" First of all, he's like, "The battalion record. We're 29 Signal Battalion. We're the largest communications battalion on the West Coast." And he's like, "How did you do it so fast when the battalion best time has been held at like a little under 15 minutes?" So they got out there, and you're set up to pull everything out of your.
Ooh, that pepper got me.
You're set up to pull everything out of your trailer and put it up. So when we loaded our trailer, we loaded it in a certain way where we're able to get to everything immediately. And instead of pounding in our ground rods,
Pounding rods.
yeah, 6-foot ground rods have to go 5 feet 8 inches into the ground. That's not fun. But what we did is we just backed over them on our tires. Same concept. You're grounding your equipment.
Right.
The commander was like, "They let that slide?" And I was like, "Yeah, because it's grounded. Once that rubber contacts the ground and the rod, and you're connected properly, you're good to go." And that cut like 8 minutes off of our time. We're pounding in those ground rods, and all of our system was already hooked up. And then
You're talking about the 12-inch or the 3-foot?
there's 6-foot and there's 3-foot ground rods. You don't have 12-foot ground rods. It's it'd be impossible.
I didn't say 12. I meant 12 inches. The little. Remember how you could do 12 of them all the way around?
Well, that's the new ones they'd sent. The new ones they'd sent, but they were more pain in the butt. And then they found out you could just back up. Well, we told them because we did it in Korea. We just backed over our ground rods. That worked. Like the ground. That's the same as punching them in 5 feet. And we told them that there. They were like, so y'all did that in 307 from Korea? And I was like, yeah. That's training out there because you have to get up and go, like, because you're constantly on hills. And sometimes those hills have, like...
You lose a lot of ground rods out there.
A lot of ground. I'm talking about you split steel ground rods apart. Trying to get them in the ground.
You can't get them out, so they just leave them.
No, because the ones we were doing on top of Mount or Hill or something.
BAQ?
No. We left camp. And they were trying to put their ground rods in, and they're on a mountain, so it's all rock. And they're trying to use the Arctic spikes to get through the rock.
Yeah, you need a drill to get through that.
Nope, you got a sledgehammer and a 6-foot ground rod. And so I didn't feel. Luckily, where I was at, I was set up near the.
So y'all both did the same thing in the military?
Pretty close. He did radio, I did phone internet side of it. He did transmitting, I did switchboard.
I did everything.
So did I.
Yeah.
I didn't work in a shelter.
No,
But I did fix it once.
You loaded my because they gave me the new A and CD, and I didn't know how to load the key with the new equipment they gave me. And like if you don't know how to do it, there's no way to do it. It's called communication security for a reason. It's encrypted. And the one that we had was I think they call it a kick. And it's just a one button press. You turn it to the key you want, press the button, it loads the key in.
But you have to do a certain sequence on the thing.
And the other one was a little box. It was like a little laptop. And you just punched in codes. It's like, I don't know how to do that. My radio was down. She came up there and she hooked me up, helped me out. And then Hutch came out there. She didn't have clearance. So I was like, dude.
I have more clearance in my shelter than your shelter.
Yeah. It's like,
I
she's not
worked in
supposed
the
to be.
maid switching hub for all of the shelters.
Like we were
connected in mine.
the little guys. Like this is her, and we were the little guys on the outside that provide the support to the phones and to any other type of data encryption. But sometimes this could be her right here, and then I'd be over here on the other side of the country.
So were y'all married in the service or no?
Yeah, we were married in Korea.
Got married at the American Embassy in Korea. And she's not Korean. Win for me. Oh.
Okay, so the Kung Pao chicken don't taste like Kung Pao chicken, but it's still good. I wouldn't have called it Kung Pao chicken, that's for sure. Unless they got the wrong label over that thing, but it was good.
Yeah, it's the wrong label.
You try the pepper chicken yet?
Yes, that's what made me sneeze. Oh, you are in here. It made me sneeze. But it was good. Pepper chicken was awesome.
When I said buffet, he's like, spot on.
Yeah, so far I'm impressed with this joint.
What, they've been open for 4 years?
Now this has been open for a while.
No, this one was new. Whenever we lived out here off of Perry in 1960, we came by and they were making it.
I mean, it's been here
that
for
was
at
on the
least
other side
5
down,
years.
baby.
No, this one they just built.
No, it was the one when we lived over in Aliana that
No,
you
I'm
were
not talking about that one. We only went to that one because we've been here.
This one had been here for a while.
We came to it when it had just opened, and we were either living on Glenmore or Ferry Bridge, but it was a new place. They built it after Big Lots. They were building it around the same time because Big Lots used to be the Toys R Us, and the Toys R Us was still open when we were living at Ferry Bridge.
I don't know.
No, that Toys R Us has been closed for a little minute. And this was part of Toys R Us at one time. Because the whole building was Toys R Us.
We had
Your mom was living with us when they were working on the construction of this place.
I just remember the one on.
This had to be here for
Highway
at least 6 years, at least.
Yeah, it's been a while, babe. It's 2017. Yeah, because we were living on Ferry Ridge when it was around.
Didn't I say 5?
No, you said 4.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
It's been here about 6, maybe 7. It's been a while.
I can't be older than.
Because in 2008 we were living in Autumn Trails. No, 2009 we were living in Autumn Trails. In 2010 we were living in Carriage Ridge. And then 12 we were living out in Aliana. I really like the house that we were living down here, man. But the roof caved in and almost killed my daughter, so. And the guy refused to come out and fix it.
Well, that's because we found out he wasn't no longer in control
Like
of the house.
he was a
paying
trust,
the mortgage.
like
We were paying him rent and he wasn't paying the mortgage.
Wow.
So the mortgage company took over the house and was taking payments from us. We just thought he was doing online payments. And nobody told us about him being taken off the house. So every time we called, and he wouldn't call us back.
That's crazy.
And we sent him the keys to the house. And they tried coming after us for that. Like, they haven't told us anything.
Water and lemon.
Okay.
a little bit more tea, unsweet.
Nobody told us anything about that. We just got a thing that said you're making your payments here now. That was it.
Wow, that is crazy.
Those are repaired.
And even the judge was like, no, they don't owe you anything for that. Nope.
They're still trying to come after us for it.
They're like, they wanted $30,000 for a broken garage door.
$30K for a garage door?
Yeah,
That was already always broken.
that was already broken. And then like, cause where the furnace collapsed in at, we just had her dad come in there and do some quick patchwork and some spot welding to fix the pipe that was right there. I'm sorry, no. He just cut the PVC that was there and hooked it all back up because I was kind of like, once they couldn't do it, it's just I didn't know what I was doing. And it was better to have somebody that was skilled. So we had him come down. He made some minor repairs, and then they wanted like $30,000 afterwards. I'm like, hell no, that's not even. That house was $180,000. I'm not giving you, damn near 20% of the house is.
We'd already made a lot of repairs because we were spending $750 a month on some repair for the last 5 months.
They're paying $900 a month on freaking electricity because it was single panel windows.
Wow.
Single pane, but it had 2 AC units for the size of the house. But the AC units were from like the original ones from the 80s. And I didn't want to put in new AC units until we actually owned the house.
Yeah.
Because we were doing a lease to own. I was like, until we are on
Until it's
the
yours.
house, I'm not spending $6,000 on AC, 2 new AC units. But
Well, until you own the place, whoever owned it was responsible for the repairs, or theoretically should
And
have been.
even under the lease to own agreement, we were responsible for the repairs, and we repaired what was broken. It's just whenever they took over the home, they wanted everything in brand new AC units, brand new garage door open, brand new furnaces. We're like, no.
But they called me and they're like, oh, well, you owe us $24,000. Like, what? You owe us $24,000. Are you going to write a check or is that going to be a cashier's check? And I was like, are you?
I remember they called me. I just started laughing at them.
I would have told them like my grandpa said, y'all pay you, mark that on ice.
Well, it was a lease to own for 2 years, and after 2 years, if we decide not to buy the house, we walk away, but we lose our 5% down. Because we put $5,000 down on the house. Plus we pay $1,700 a month to live there. So when we walked away,
That's
we lost the
$1,700. That's a mortgage. I mean,
It is. Well,
yeah.
we were paying a mortgage
Well,
on
yeah.
the house.
But
It
see,
was-
because my house in Windrose was $1,800 a month.
I mean, it was a big house. It was 6 bedrooms. It was like 3,600 square feet. It was.
I loved it. It was 6 bedroom, 5 bathroom, 5.5 bathroom.
No, I don't
No,
think
4.5. No, 4.5. Because one was a half bathroom.
Yeah,
One was a
no,
washroom.
It was a 2.5 bath.
And 3-car garage, and even the 3-car garage, you could have converted it into a garage apartment.
Right?
It was really nice. I loved it.
It was like corner cul-de-sac.
I had
lots.
a
It had a long
12
backyard.
by 30 foot room upstairs to myself.
16 by.
Yeah,
20.
that almost sounds similar to the house I was in. The one I was in was it was 4 bedrooms, but I could have made. They had a true media room
Okay.
Yeah, it was considered a media room.
that could have been turned into a bedroom. If you it could have been an option. Like if you were building the house, you could have opted it as being a media room, and so it had 3 bedrooms upstairs, the media room, bathroom, and a game room. Downstairs was dining room, kitchen, breakfast room, master bed, master bath, half bath, and the den, and it had an office. But what was weird was when we bought the house, you walk in the foyer, and to the right, like if you look into the right, was the dining room, and they had a wall that ran all the way to a door, which was, you go in the door, it was a utility room. I mean, there was a long wall that ran the whole length, almost as much as the dining room that was across from it. Well, you know, we looked at the house, we were like, oh, this is a nice house. Then we went out through the utility room into the garage, and like if you walked out the utility room into the garage and looked back toward the door, there was the door to the utility room, and then a few feet away there was another door. Like, where the hell's this door going to? So we opened it up. It was a whole nother room. It was carpeted. It was finished out. Had AC vent and everything. So we got the story behind it. The guy who had the house built. Well, first I went to because they still had the model home in the subdivision, and it was the same floor plan. Okay. You know, so I was like, what is that extra room? And it was like, well, if you were the original people who bought the house, you could have opted to do one of three things with it, because it had double windows in that room too. Because you could have had French doors put in where that long wall is, and it would have been an office. You could have, or office/study, or you could have put an archway that mimicked the archway in the dining room, and it would have been a formal living room. Or you could have walled it off like the people originally had it done. The slab would have been lowered, even with the garage instead of the rest of the house. They would have taken out the windows, and it would have been a third-car garage. They would have put another garage door. You would have had a double garage door and a single garage door. It would have been a three-car garage. Or you could have had it unfinished and like they had it, and use it as a, I forgot what they said, but they wanted it finished out. And come to find out, the guy who built the house originally was a contractor, a landscaping contractor. And when he brought his clients over to look at plans or whatever, instead of bringing them through their home, he brings them in through the garage, and they went into that little room. I'm like, that's just stupid. Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to bring a potential client through your garage. You know, either have your own office somewhere or your own place, or bring them in through the house.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Well, come to find out, the guy never lived there. As soon as the house was built, the wife divorced him. She got the house, and so he never set foot in it once it was built. We were the second owners, and so what I did was, I took the door down.
Yeah.
And sheetrocked it. I closed it off, and then I cut an archway through there, and I turned it into a put that away. Hey, put that away. I told you I was going to treat you, and I didn't know you was in the military. Happy late Veterans Day to both of y'all.
I never talk about her because you know what the other person's there.
Right. Just you get the checklist.
Yeah, dude, I love that house so much. Hopefully after with the home program, like the house we're in now, we can't sell the home for 10 years, which is reasonable because you get people that'll receive a home like that and then flip it and then get another one.
Right.
And in 10 years we can sell that home, and then I'll just probably start putting more into the home so I can sell it for. Right now it's at $292 after for this year's tax.
It was like $250.
I want to look at it again. So I looked at the cap. Anyways, the paperwork, the house is over $250,000 right now, and then we're having another additional $20,000 added into it for another room upstairs. And by the time I'm done with it, I want a full deck in the back, and with a covered deck in the back, and have another, at least one more room added into it. So the house will be over 3,400 square feet when I'm done. And the deck is I want it to be like our main eating area where we go outside and have food when it's done.
Right. Do they have dessert here?
Yeah, it's all good.
All right,
On that.
we're gonna make usually Fat Man eats about four rounds. I usually go for a 4-round knockout. This will only be a 3-round knockout because I'm just gonna get dessert and call it a day.
never understood the bananas with the jelly sauce. So.
All right, so Fat Man's back, and we got dessert. Dessert bar is kind of lacking, but they got the bananas with strawberry sauce, and they got those good almond cookies. I just need a glass of milk, and I could mess that shit up. But
You can
I'll
melt
eat them
down the
plain.
ice cream bar.
Good.
Strawberry covered bananas.
You doing Wizard World in New Orleans next week?
And next week? No.
No, we've never done a Wizard World before.
Never done Wizard World. I've never heard anything from an independent artist standpoint, other than Brian Salinas going, I make money at every show. You know, like he's always making money. Like it's nearly impossible to be at 100% every time. But I want to do the other one that's out there. What is it? It's in the summer. You know? Man, dude was telling me about it. He told me I could stay at his place, but he lives out in he's like, I want you to know, I have a generator that's running my place. It's like, okay, it's like, it's not that bad if I'm by myself. Yeah, my kids know, that's a no-go. Like, they'll freak out. Well, no, they wouldn't. They'd probably freak out, but he says that he has, where he lives at, he parks his vehicle, and then there's like a docking thing that goes out to a platform that has like a 3-bedroom on it, and I think the generator is like a freaking 24-ton or something, like a big ass generator. But he runs off of his generator, not off local power. But
So he's off the grid.
no, but in order for him to be out there, because Louisiana has a law that you have to have some sort of running electricity to your place, he has a street light that's over his truck that the meter's connected to. So you can get a grid on him where he's at, but it's not his house. And he runs off the generator. He's not like a freaking conspiracy theorist guy. His place is so far out in the water that he doesn't want all those poles crossing over there. And dude, he was telling me, he's like, I'll be walking on my dock and you can hear the alligators underneath it. I was like, no. Or whatever. Be like, I went to a con and came back without a leg.
2 fewer children.
But man, he was showing me a picture of his wall. He's got all types of like killery on it, man. Just shotguns, crossbows, spears. Like he's got the little CO2 knife that he was showing everybody. Like he said, it makes a basketball-sized cavity in whatever you punch it with. So he went to a basketball, hit the basketball, and then hit the button, and it reinflated the basketball and burst the basketball open. He's like, it's a little bit bigger than a basketball.
That's pretty funny.
Sure enough, that liquid nitrogen, liquid nitrogen that goes into it, or whatever it is, it makes a ice cavity.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, yeah. You hit it, and it expands. It goes, and like you put that inside anything that has pressure, it's not pressurized, it's gonna blow out. Mm-hmm. And it was hilarious. I was like, I need that for a shark. He's like, I was meant for gators, but you could use it on a shark. He's the one I was telling you.
I remember you telling me about that.
He wants me to go out there, and we want to go. I got to kill something with the spear because he converted that knife into a spear. I got to kill an alligator with the spear, and I got to kill a shark with the spear. That's an ongoing bet. We can't do bears because it's considered inhumane.
Yeah, you have to have a very special plan for that.
It's like if you get that close to a bear, like you're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
I said, well, can we make it like a 9-foot spear? And he's like, the bear knocks it out of your hands. 9 foot becomes dead. And I'm like, but if I just gotta hit it in the arm, like you hit it in the arm, it's this game over. He's bleeding out. Like after he's mauled you to death because he's pissed.
Right.
But I'm stupid, so I don't really pay no mind to it. And all I can think of is, one time I was in the Jeju Islands off the coast of Japan, and a nurse shark came up and bumped me and it swam away. That's why I hate sharks. I'm terrified of them. That shark was just like, hey, I'm here. I could have ate you, but I'm showing you mercy.
What was it? A nurse shark?
It was a smaller.
Doesn't even sound vicious.
Because nurse sharks, no. I mean, we got them off the coast of Louisiana. Yeah.
No, because they're the ones that they have the highest rate of attack. Like they're the ones
that's a tiger shark, right?
That's got to be a tiger shark or a bull shark.
Bull shark. I was
There you
thinking
go.
bull shark.
It might have been one of those, but it was because the nurse sharks aren't very big. That's what I was
Nurse sharks
thinking.
are only about yay big, and they gentle. They got them in petting tanks at some of the zoos.
Yeah,
I may have been scared of like the gentle shark, so I may have been like a giant pussy.
It's a nice name, the nurse shark.
It may be, nurse. Yeah, you ever heard of like
Nurse
the
shark's
nurses
like
that kill
a
people?
bottom feeder, and it's got the mouths on the bottom of it. and
Anyways, it came up and bumped me, and I was like, never got back in the water after that.
I ain't taken a shower in 3 years.
My buddy Trip, dude. My buddy Trip, he's almost 7 foot. He's massive. When he saw that, he was like, nope. He started getting out of the water. I was like, Trip, don't leave me.
The only time we've ever done something like that was I was about 12, maybe 13 years old. My mom was living in this trailer park. So yeah, my mom did live in a trailer park. I told you I was white trash. So anyway, they were cutting through a new subdivision, and they dug a man-made pond.
Yeah.
And we used to go cut through the woods, and we'd go to this subdivision where they were cutting through at, and we'd go swimming in a pond. And I got out just to sit down and take a break, and it was a big old mud hill. I'm sitting at the top of it, and I see this thing. It looks like a log, and it submerged and came back up. And I told my friends, I was like, there's an alligator in that water. Alligator in the water. Oh no, it ain't no alligator. I was like, come up here, you can see it. They swam on shore, and we got up on the hill. We started throwing, like, we'd grab mud and make like a little ball, and we'd throw it at it. And then one of us got close enough to come close to hitting it, and that thing just jumped up and tried to grab what it was getting thrown at it. And we ain't never went swimming in that mud hole again. Yeah, they had an alligator in there.
Colt?
About a good 6 foot alligator.
You know Colt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colt.
I don't know
Colt,
him real good, but
he
I
was
know
gonna
who he is.
take me noodling, and he was telling me, like, because I've never done it before, and he's like, I was like, so I need to like wear like a leather glove or like a protective glove or something on my arm. I was like, no, it's a catfish. Like, it may barb you, like that doesn't hurt much. But you'll be fine. He's like, but if you put your hand in there and you feel oxygen, like you feel air, pull your hand right back out. I was like, why? He's like, it may be a snake, maybe a nutria. It may be an alligator. It's like, I don't want to go noodling.
Yeah, they got a show on TV. Something on TV. They follow some rednecks that do that.
Yeah.
I forgot what the show was.
I can't do it here in Southeast Texas. I need to do it somewhere up north. I know there's nothing that can take my arm off.
When you were telling that story, the Louisiana accent came out on that one.
Right. I fight hard to. I fight it hard to hide that accent because Texas folks don't like us refugees.
No, dude. You know what refugees we didn't like.
Right. All right. Well, Big Red's signing off, and we're gonna rate this joint. Well, let's rate it now. The atmosphere. It looks like I could go disco dancing in this some bitch. They got freaking neon lights, buku up in here, mood music, and low lighting, except for over the food. The cooked food, excellent. I haven't tried everything, but I'll give the cooked food. The cooked food, I'll have to give it a good 4.5 flip-flops. That shit was good. Sushi, 4.5, 5 flip-flops. That was good. Dessert bar, But Fat Man ain't coming here for dessert. I'm coming here for sushi and some slant-eye food. Good stuff, yo. Anyway, cleanliness. Dump looks pretty clean. The wait staff, not bad. Typical buffet wait staff. I'll give them a good 3.5, 4 flip-flops overall. This place gets about 4. We'll probably get the highest rating so far. 4.5 flip-flops overall. Yep, that's right. We rate with flip-flops. Don't forget it. That's what white trash do. Peace out. But yeah, and by the way, if you like this, like it in the comments, share it with your ma, your pa, your greasy grandma, your friend. Fat Man just trying to get paid so I could go to the next buffet. You heard me? All right, Woody.
Your agenda.